welcome to my YouTube channel. I don't know if this is ever even going to go out or if this is ever even... I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying already. On my way to pick up a 2018 F80 BMW M3. Figured I would post videos of it and my journey along with it. It's pretty much stock. I think it has some wheels on it. Other than that, it's like stock ride height. Nothing is done to the engine. Nothing is modded up to the exhaust or anything like that. So it's pretty much a clean platform to start on, and that's kind of what I plan on doing. All right, so pretty much I made that video on my way to pick the car up like 5 months ago, and I haven't done shit since. When I bought the car, it had like 31.7 on it. And it's been great since then. So I just pretty much want to make a video just like talking about my experience with the car and if you should buy this. The car has been phenomenal for over the last 5 months. I'll talk about like what I had to do like service wise. When I first bought the car, I did a transmission flush, which I paid a shop to do. It was like 130, 140 bucks or something like that. I paid a buddy of mine to also like inspect the car, look at it, and just make sure everything is okay along with the flush. So I did that when I bought the car, like 150 bucks. I did the first oil change actually on the car like, I don't know, like less than 500 miles ago or something like that. So the car, I think, rolled over like 5,500 miles or something like that whenever I did the first oil change. Or no, not 55, sorry, 5,050 or something like that. The oil change kit was like 85 bucks or something like that. It comes with everything you need to change the oil. So that's like 250 or something like that, maintaining the car, which, you know, for something that I've been told is gonna, you know, don't buy this, it's gonna be terrible, it's gonna break down. I've heard terrible stuff about BMW cars. I've heard terrible stuff about German cars in general, probably. Like even my dad has had a German car before. My dad had like 2005 Audi S, or no, it wasn't even an S line. I think it was just an Audi A5. That shit was broken every week. Expensive shit to fix, and you fix it and it just doesn't, it never works. Something else breaks on it. I bought it from a BMW dealership in Colorado. It came with fucking no warranty, nothing on there. Obviously I could pay for a warranty if I wanted, but yeah, no warranty. So that was already a little bit scary. Pretty cautious, you could say, before I bought it. So I've had a lot of cars. I've had like 8 cars up to this point. Like, or 4 of them have been JDM / like, you know, like cars that you can mod or whatever, whatever. For my previous car, I had an Evo 10, and I mean, it's a great car. The particular version I had was like the SSL, so that means it comes with like the leather seats, it comes with like the sound system and all that. It's a 2015, and I guess you could say the same thing for the F80s. Like the 2015-16 models probably also have the auto rev matching, but like this car has auto rev matching in particular modes, like in sport and efficient. It's got auto rev matching. Like when you're taking off on the clutch, like, I mean, I've been driving manual for a long time. I don't need these assistances, but if it's on the car, I will use it. It has like hill assist, like brake hill assist, which I know STIs, a lot of the STIs have brake hill assist, like the 2011s and up. But like this car has that. This car has like where it'll blip the throttle on, if I'm like going like off from a stop, like it'll blip the throttle for me, so I don't even have to touch the throttle when I'm taking off. I just literally have to take my foot off the clutch slowly. Sound system was great in that car. The car sounded amazing. It handled like a dream. That car on like stock suspensions handled unreal. And then with coilovers and whatnot on there, it's ready to party. It was hard to get rid of that car. I've had 2 of those before, It was really hard to get rid of the Evo, but I always wanted an M3, especially when the F80s came out, and I saw one of the best looking sedans for sure. Best looking M3 in my opinion. But fuck, I'm so stupid. His blinker was just on. He was gonna go left. I swear he was. Anyway, yeah, the car reliability, as far as reliability goes, it's been awesome. I've put like I said, like 5,800 miles on it or something like that. This isn't even my daily, and it's so hard not to, especially when the weather's nice. I mean, like up to this point, it's been really nice, sunny summer weather, and how can I not take this car out when it's beautiful out? All that stuff is honestly, it's sick. It really is. And it's like going from the Evo, I told my cousin I felt like a damn caveman in this shit, man, just because of how it does everything for you. I'll talk about pricing a little bit, because pricing right now on the F80s is insane. There are some expensive examples, cars that shouldn't be as expensive as they are. I would say that I paid all right money for it. I wish I would have paid a little bit less. So I paid like mid-50s for this car. And like I said, it had like 31.7 odometer. This car it's executive package. It's like the video assistance package, I think, or something like that. But it's got 2 buttons there. I got that. Pretty much fully optioned. And it, like I said, I paid mid-50s for it, and it had like 30,000 miles on it, let's say. 65 should be getting you into a CS with 30K miles or lower. Or into a fully optioned 2018 with the icons, which is like the executive package. 55K, 60K should be getting you everything and lower miles. Unfortunately, that's not the case right now. So I would say wait a little bit for these prices to go down, because these prices will go down. You could get a G82 M4 with lower miles. They got a lot of options on those cars too, but you could get a G82, probably X-Drive, sub 40K miles, and that's like a 22, 23, a way newer car. All right. Probably see the brake dust everywhere. It's fucking cold, dude. Oh, fucking shit, dude. Put that shit on. So yeah, if you're paying a lot of money, if you're paying 55K for this car, the miles should be 3 and under. You should have at least some sensors on there. The S55 is such a reliable engine, I think. Especially if you keep it stock, it's gonna be rock solid. I mean, if you beat the fuck out of the car and you don't maintain it, then it's gonna blow up. If you do your oil changes every 10,000 miles, like BMW wants you to, it's probably gonna blow up. But if you keep the car stock, it's gonna be reliable as hell. If you mod it, in my opinion, I think with this car, just to be safe, just because with this car, man, if you put downpipes on it and you tune it, intakes, I mean, that's like right away, that's like 700 horsepower right there, so easily. So in my opinion, people should be doing the crank hub right away. Like, that's the first thing you should do before you ham out and start modding your M3s, your F80s, or your F82s. I gotta get gas. Couple next to me in this CRV, the dude is just chilling in the passenger seat, and his girl was just pumping the fuel. Is that not weird? Is that fucked up? That is fucked up, I think. Nice, dude. People say the S55 doesn't sound good. It sounds all right. A lot of things people do with these cars is they do the straight pipe exhaust with the, you know, catless downpipes, and it's fucking loud. It's loud, it's raspy, it sounds like shit. So in my opinion, for this car to really sound good, you need mufflers. You need to do at least mufflers on the exhaust. So you need to do at least mufflers on the exhaust. Or if you're not gonna do mufflers on the exhaust, then do the straight pipe exhaust and do like a catted downpipe. You could hear the turbo spool a little bit too with the stock intakes. Yeah, the car sounds great in my opinion. Right now, people are listing their F80s for ridiculous prices, and in my opinion, the car is worth it. It ain't worth paying pretty much sticker for the car. So unfortunately with BMW, as you know, as everyone knows, they depreciate others more than others. Does that make sense? Like the M8 and the M6 or whatever, and like the even the M5s, they lose a lot of money quick. But the M3s holding the F80s are holding their value a little bit more. I think people are starting to like the G80s a little bit more than before. Now people want the G80. So be patient, wait for prices to go down, because prices will go down eventually. And yeah, if anybody actually comes across this and it helps you in any way, good. I'm glad. If you guys want any more content, I don't know, dude. I don't know what the fuck. So like, I've always wanted to do something like this. Like literally have always wanted to do something like this, and I just never have gotten around to it. I have had a couple bikes before. Like I had a ZX6R, I had a Gixxer 750. Yeah, I was a Gixxer guy for a little bit. I always wanted to do some sort of content myself, moto vlog, even if that was, or if that's what I was gonna do originally, is moto vlogs with like the bikes. Like I bought all the gear, the camera equipment, the microphone, and everything I needed. The bike I bought, and I just never got around to doing it. And it's also kind of the thing, like everybody's doing like the social media kind of thing nowadays. And at this point, like I'm just giving it a shot. Like some of these guys that post videos are fucking cringe. I'm gonna keep making some content. I don't know, like I said, I have parts sitting by. I have like lowering springs I want to put on the car. which I'm just going to put lowering springs on the front. I'm not going to do the rear. The rear sits pretty low and 9 already, so I'm just going to leave it as is. But I'm going to lower the front a little bit with some H&R springs, and I'm going to keep the wheels on there. That's I think what I was going to say earlier. I'm fucking stupid. The 666M wheels, or whatever they're called, like the bigger 20-inch competition wheels, obviously is what this car normally comes with, which it doesn't right now. But the previous owner, I guess, put I think they're Apex wheels or something like that. I don't know too much about the Apexes or how they are. They look decent, and they're 18 inches, so I'm not going to complain. They feel great going over bumps. And then that's one thing also, let me just quickly touch on that. Comparing, like, going over, like, and this also has, like, the M adaptive suspension. So when you go over, like, bumps and stuff, like, it does a great job. I've seen videos of people, like, reviewing this car. Like, before I bought it, I watched people reviewing this car, and they're like, man, especially some British guy who was like, oh, it's rough, man. And it's like, it does not ride rough. Maybe it does for $50,000 standard, or 60K, 70, whatever the new BMW sticker price is. Maybe for that standard, yeah. But compared to the Evo and the STI and the WRX and pretty much any sports car I've had or been in, it feels amazing. It glides over bumps. There's this bump that I get to that's near downtown. I used to hit that shit in the Evo. It would sound like a fucking bomb went off in there. I mean, it sounded like something breaks every single time. This car, same exact spot, no problem. Also, another thing that guy could have been, the ride could be really rough on those wheels, because the tires so skinny on that big ass wheel. So that could also be why I was riding so rough. 5 months of ownership, I've paid $200 or so to maintain it. You know, putting new oil in it and putting new transmission fluid in it and whatever, and the inspection. So if anybody came across this and watched this, thanks. Yeah, thanks, man.